So I thought, could I really help a veteran in like a one session thing though? Because I've been doing this for 4 years. Maybe that's why I'm better. Can I do this in like a 3-hour writing session? And will a veteran want to? So I meet this other songwriter while I'm down here named Jeff Copeland and Rob Blackledge and Noel Billings, who are in this band called Blackjack Billy. And they have some number ones as writers as well. And I showed him a photo of Jesse that I had, that I took a photo of him on his Harley one time. I was like, hey, this is a friend of mine. If I brought him to Nashville, will you help tell the story? They're like, yeah, man, we'll do that. So I go with Jesse. I'm like, hey, I know you don't like talking about what happened, but if I brought you to Nashville, would you sit with me in a writer's room and like share your story so we could turn it into a song? And he's like, yeah, man, I love music. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, damn.
Not expected it. No, 100% was not expected. I thought I was going to have to fight him for it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. And
that's a very unique
experience.
Proposal.
That was the first time I realized what I was talking about earlier. If I can outweigh his anxiety and depression with excitement, I can get him to do anything. He didn't really hear anything besides, I'm going to take you to Nashville and write with the number one writer. So then I'm like, okay, let's talk about what you're going through, what we should talk about in the song, because I want you to write about something you don't talk about.
Yeah.
So we sat on his back porch and talked about what he wanted to say, and we finally came up with this idea about how, you feel so comfortable in war that it feels uncomfortable to come home, because you train your whole life to be in war, and then you go to war and you come home and it feels weird.
Yeah.
And that's a perspective people don't really see or understand or even think about. So we have this idea. I raised at this point, I didn't even think about us being a nonprofit yet. I just wanted to help Jesse, but I raised $280 on GoFundMe. I put on Facebook, send my buddy to Nashville with me to tell a story. And I did a little GoFundMe, and I brought Jesse down, and we sat in this room, and I remember Jesse, I was like, and how I do it in the room too is I don't treat it as their story. I treat it as their song. So we already came up with the song idea, which is like how to come home, like how it feels different. So I told the guys, I was like, hey, we have this idea for a song based off of some of the stuff Jesse went through, but he does this. I was like, well, Jesse, why don't you tell him about the song idea? And so Jesse goes into his story because it's the song. And so he's still kind of down and out, just like, it's such a small town I come from. People knew I was injured before I came home. So they try to pump me up, and they'd see me in the market and be like, oh, you're looking so good. Aren't you blessed to be home and glad to be home? So he was telling the story, and Blackjack Billy's like, okay. And they have a guitar, so they're actually playing something here. They say, what about something like, hey, boy, you looking good. I know you're glad you're back. Man, I heard you got hurt real bad. Is it something like that? Jesse's eyes just lit up. Because when you hear that with actual music coming back, and you just said these words, and now they're singing them back to you,